It's Super Sean playing Super Mario Maker. Woohoo!
And hello, welcome to part 2 of Super Pokemon Bros, a Pokemon-style game that we've made with Super Mario Maker. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, with Viridian Forest, Mount Moon, and the S of Sand, then you can check that out. I'll put a little link in the annotations or a card or something. But we're on to part 2, and level 4 is Rock Tunnel. It's the part in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow where you have to go into the cave and you have to use Flash to see what the blazes is going on because it's flipping dark. So, as always, you start with the 3 starters that you can unlock from the event course, and we've used the sort of effects to try and create the fact that Rock Tunnel starts off very dark. You get Jigglypuff, who can be taught Flash, and Jigglypuff lights up the surrounding area. So here we've got a puzzle which was an optional puzzle in the Mount Moon level, where you have to blow up a poor, unsuspecting Geodude with bombs to advance to the next stage. Plenty of Jigglypuffs knocking about out of that pipe. If you find there aren't any Jigglypuffs coming out of that pipe, it's usually because one of them has already gone down the bottom. A tip as well for walking bob-omb puzzles: if you stand to the right of the pipe, the bombs will automatically walk towards you, which makes solving that puzzle easier. So there's lots of stuff going on this level, lots of cannonballs and things. A sort of step up in the difficulty from the Mount Moon level. And here we have our Bulbasaur puzzle. I really do enjoy making the sort of tying the vine style puzzles in with a Bulbasaur costume. Just think that sort of adds to the actual using Pokemon moves side of things, because you are quite limited to what you can do Pokemon wise in a Super Mario game. We've got some more mushrooms here, and over here we've got Onix, who you can see looking a bit crazy. I'm sort of trying to avoid all of these cannonballs. We haven't got a good look at Onix there, but you can see him if you have a go on the level. Here's a little secret area, not that secret, it's quite easy to find. Lots of coins and things. And back up we go. Let's try not to get shot by a Geodude here. This is probably this is quite a tricky part. A couple of tricky-ish jumps here underneath Onix as he uses Rock Slide or Rock Throw on us. And some more Geodudes in the door here. And just jump over all of those. Again, I didn't want to make that bit too tricky. And here we go. That is Rock Tunnel. Level 4 of Super Pokemon Bros. Absolutely nailed. So as we go to our overworld map screen, we then go to Celadon City, which is the town with the big old Pokemart, the game corner, the bloke who's got Grimers living in his pond. It's quite a niche reference. So again, I've gone with the Bulbasaur style vine puzzle to get over the department store. I need to think of some ones that you can do with Charmander and Squirtle. Maybe. If you've got any ideas for what we could do with those, then pop them in the comments. There's just not a lot useful you can do with fire in this, which doesn't end up accidentally killing you, as it were. So here we are in the game corner. Now, if you remember from the games, there is a Team Rocket hideout hidden in the game corner. That rectangle represents the painting, or maybe this represents the painting, which the switch hides behind. So in you go, and down the warp pipe. Now, in the Rocket hideout in the games, they had this puzzle where if you stepped on particular blocks with arrows on, it would like throw you in that direction, and it was made like a quite complicated maze. We've sort of had an effort at trying to recreate that. The best way so it worked exactly like that with conveyor belts. I thought about doing that for all of them, but just thought it'd just be a bit much, I think. So this is actually, I mean, obviously because I know where to go, this bit's quite quick. And now you know where to go because you've watched this video. But I think if you were playing this for the first time, I'd hope it would be reasonably challenging. And then you've got what is essentially the rocket bosses in here, and we can pretend that we've nailed those wizards in the head, and they've gifted us with the Sylph Scope. So there we are, back outside the game corner with the Sylph Scope, ready to take on Lavender Town. And you may recognise this because Lavender Town has featured on one of my videos in the past, but at that time we didn't actually have any Pokemon. So we've made a few slight changes to it. As you can see, there are lots of ghosts blocking our way, so we need to go and conquer Lavender Tower to get past them so we can progress to the next stage. So it's like it's I went reading on the Super Mario Maker Reddit forums and all of that. The need for tower sort of style stages where you can just scroll up as opposed to horizontally. There's been a lot of cry for that, and this really is the sort of best way that you can recreate those stages. They're quite tricky, but it does sort of create the illusion that you're climbing up Pokemon Tower here, where they put all of the dead Pokemon. That's not twisted or morbid at all, is it? So, while Rock Tunnel was more of an action-based one, Celadon City was more of a maze, this is more of like a sort of switch puzzles and trying to work out how to get past, how to get through certain areas. Mainly through the use of P-switches. So as we're sort of turning these graves into coins here. And here's our first obstacles, really. There's not many places where you can die on this level. And those stairs are new. Those stairs weren't in the original. In fact, I don't think I ever uploaded the original because there was no Pokemon costumes in it. I didn't think there was much point. So this one's never been uploaded, so no one's ever really had the chance to play this level yet, other than me. This is a slightly different puzzle here. It's some boos. We'll call them Ghastlies and Haunters for the purpose of this video. And up here we've also added the extra costumes, and I'm not sure that Big Boo was there in the middle. Also, there's been a problem here because this was meant to be a Marowak, which was a dry bones on the back of a mole, but for some reason the mole's not there, and I'll have to look into why that is the case. And that Haunter, or Gengar, or whatever it is getting a little bit close. And here we are, and the boos are gone! We've conquered Pokemon Tower, we've put the soul of Cubone's mother to rest, and now we can progress on to the next level, which I'm not 100% sure I know what that's going to be yet. Maybe leave some suggestions in the comments. I'm sort of thinking maybe like a cycling road one, but with like an Excite Bike costume, just to mix things up a bit. We'll see. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you drop a like as well, and check out some of our other mini Pokemon games and part 1 if you've not seen it already. Cheers, bye!